Welcome back to another channel. I'm doing a just walking downtown here. It looks like it may be starting to rain here pretty soon. Hopefully I don't get wet. The temperature did go up a little tiny bit. Oh, take a look at here. We got all the iconics. Michael Myers, Chucky, Sam from Trick or Treat, Freddy Krueger, and of course, Scream. Ooh. Right here on the window, all the characters. Nice. Put off for the side of the park here. Got a iced mocha from McDonald's. I love these things. It's a good caffeine drink. But I'm at this park here. I don't know what's at the park, but I know there's like a big huge trail that leads up. I think this is private property. I think this is like part of the trail here. So I'm gonna walk up these steps, up the steep hill it looks like, and see what's at top. I don't know what's at top. But here we go. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. Ugh. All right, this is a steep hill. Walking up these stones up here that go all the way up to the top. Don't know what's at the top, but we're gonna find out. Getting out the workout today. Walking through the woods. Ugh. Walking up the dang, this is a steep hill. I can feel the burn. I ain't doing much talking, guys. I try to conserve my breath. All right. Well, looks like this just leads out to the. All right. Other than walking up the hill, I mean, I got some good exercise doing that. So now, back down the hill, which will be a whole lot easier than going down the steps. It is kind of a steep hill. Here, I'm gonna stay on the bricks. Oh, gotta watch my step here. It is kind of steep, so I don't want to like slip and fall on my bum. That would suck. Might even crack my bum or something. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I don't want that to happen. I am 100% sure that I could break my bum. So I'm minding my steps here. We're almost back down to the bottom. I don't know why this is here. Maybe somebody's like walking through or something. All right. Gonna run down the rest of the way. Oh. Whew. All right, there's my workout for today, guys. Freaking exhausted. I don't know what's around here. There's a creek right down here. Nice little creek. Nice little stream. I don't know how far back it goes or anything like that. We'll walk this around this way. Make our way around. I don't know if I could drive back up in here rather than just walk, but it looks like maybe you're allowed to drive back in here. But we're walking anyway. I need to lose some weight, so it's not that big of a deal. And the nice little creek right there. Thanks to my chocolate mocha, you know, I do have a lot of energy, so nice. Online, when I saw this place, there was like a tunnel I guess you can walk under. I'm gonna see if I can find the tunnel I don't know where it's at. I don't know how far away it is from me at the current moment, but hopefully I can find it. It looks like I could have drove the car down here. It looks like they got parking spots down here as well. I didn't know that, but now I do know that. Look how the creek right here like runs off in this little area. Right there, runs all the way down there. Nice little spot right there. And there's also a bridge. Oh, guys, there's park. I should have drove the car down here. I didn't know there was parking down here. Great, now I'm walking longer than I have to. But again, I'm trying to lose some weight anyway, so not really that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and cross the bridge and we'll go underneath the tunnel. There's a bridge that we're crossing. Right here. Let me zoom out. There, that's better. Look, here's the creek from this side. And then right down there is the tunnel. You can't see it, but once we get closer, I better be careful. I do not want to drop my phone into the water. That would suck. So I don't know how far back this trail goes. We're gonna take a look and see. I'm not gonna go too far. I do want to go underneath the bridge, though. Looks like you go underneath a bridge, underneath like a small tunnel. So that's what we're gonna be checking out. I love being outdoors. It's a nice little walk here. Oh, it took away where the river flows, where the creek flows, I mean. Right there, starts up there, and goes down right to where we cross the bridge. Goes right down here. Nice little waterfall. And right there, guys, is the tunnel we're getting ready to walk through. I don't know how long the tunnel is, if it's a short tunnel or a long tunnel, but we're gonna find out. It's cool to walk underneath bridges and stuff like this. Oh, wow. Now, when I was a kid, if I was a kid and I found this spot, I definitely would be playing in this creek. I don't see any fish or anything, but there's like, it goes kind of deep, a little tiny bit. Ooh, look, there's a squirrel. I don't know if I'll be able to capture it. Where's that squirrel? Okay, well, I won't be able to capture it. But here is the tunnel going through here. Ooh, look at that. It has lights in there and such. Whoa. Hello? Get my echo. Echo! Echo! Get all the way down in there. There's some like paintings on the wall. Thought I heard somebody. Wow, hello! Is anyone there? Can anyone hear me? That's a Titanic reference. All up on the wall right here, you can see that people spray printed everywhere. Someone paid Jesus Saves right there. I mean, just the tunnel starts right back there and it just moves all the way up. And they do got these lights on. I don't know if these lights on are during the night. Maybe you can walk through here during the night. You probably can. I don't see why not. And it's probably like a lot more spookier than it is right now during the day. But it is a nice little tunnel you get to walk through. Kind of cold in here too. I bet you just gives off like a more spooky vibes at night. I don't know if those lights, I imagine that those lights up there that they have absolutely stay on during the nighttime too. I don't see why not. But it is a short little tunnel. No, I thought it would be longer, but hey, I mean, it's pretty cool to walk through. And plus you got the echo. Echo! Then right at the end here, you got cool, nice little water, where the water falls off right there. Alright, and if you see, this is just one big walking trail. There's even another bridge that I can walk across right there. Now, I don't know how far we're going to be walking this, but got a little bit of time. Oh, wow. Look, the pathway right here is blue. Somebody's jamming. It's blue. Follow the blue brick road. Follow the blue brick road. Got some tennis courts right up there. There you can play tennis in. There's another bridge that the creek goes under. Looks like they got a little play area right down in there. It looks like the trail just like kind of goes around the playground and like right back to the bridge. So it looks like. There's the nice play area. Even got a tire swing right over there. Huh. In loving memory, father and son, Fred Howman and Bob Howman. There, love all children. I guess this is a water fountain. Yeah, a former water fountain. I can't get over the fact that all this entire walkway is blue. All of it. I thought maybe it would be only some of it, but no. It's all of it. And along the trail they have these benches here, and they're all dedicated to somebody. Ooh, right over here are some ducks, maybe some geese. Right there. And we'll zoom in and get the geese. What are they doing? They're cleaning themselves. They must live back up in here. There's where water falls off. Again, I don't know how far back that creek goes. The water pours down there over the rocks, then it kind of just diverts right underneath the bridge and goes all the way down to the parts where we was already at. I'm just relaxing right there. Abandoned building. Can't look inside. I don't see any spots where I could go inside, because if I did, I probably would go inside. Oh wait, it's under 24-hour surveillance. So as I'm recording this building, they're probably also recording me somewhere, because it's under 24-hour TV surveillance. So I guess I couldn't go in there if I wanted to, because they're always watching. They're like the all-seeing eye. You know, they're always watching. But then the trail, it's just continuous trail. I don't know how far back I want to walk back in up there, but it looks like maybe it goes like all the way down there. But the sun, it is nicer out than it was earlier. I mean, just look at, it is cloudy out, but it's not raining. It hasn't rained all day. I thought it would rain, but so far so good. It's just been cloudy, and you know, it's been kind of nice for the most part. Not too bad as far as weather is concerned and all that. And we got some restrooms. And here are the tennis courses I pointed out while we was walking up this way. They not only got one, they got 2, 3, and 4. Play a nice game of tennis. Alright, this is the last of my drink. I'm gonna throw it away. Alright. Here's the upper view of where we just walked on top of the hill here. Well, those trees. You know, you guys know fall is starting, because look at the trees. They're starting to change their color on their leaves. That's one thing, and that's another thing I like about fall, is the changing of the leaves on the trees. I see yellow, green, brown, white right there. And it's a nice visual view from up here. Here's the other bridge we're gonna cross with the blue walking trail. Here's the view from this side. And then you go over on this side. There's also a view. And it goes way down in there. I better be careful, guys. I don't want to drop my camera. But it just goes on and on and on. I don't know how far, or maybe it like goes in a different creek or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But imagine if I try to walk up that hill right up over there. Gosh, I'd be freaking tired. Look how steep this hill is. Look, it just goes straight up. Imagine me trying to walk that. Yeah, right. No thanks. I'm not doing that, guys. Forget that. We're going back through the tunnel. This trail, I could walk it for hours and hours and hours. I don't know how long it goes, but it goes pretty long. I don't know if I have the strength to walk the entire thing. Alright. Walking across yet another bridge. A lot of bridges here. But here's the view from this side. Look right over there. There's the tunnel that we walked through, that we're gonna have to walk through again. Now from here, it is picking up my echo, your voice, it carries through the tunnel and bounces off the walls. So it's picking up my voice. And that, guys, is how science works. From your, ooh, I better watch my step here. There's like dog poop there. Ew. But yeah, that's how science works. That's how your voice carries. So we're going back through, and I'm just gonna get a POV shot of the tunnel. Probably the best thing about this park. Well, I gotta watch my step so I don't fall over. You see right here, the wall's like covered in graffiti. Whoa. You get a little bit too close to the edge. Look how clear that water is. I mean, you can see right through it. Even on the cameras, you can see it right through it. It's clean water. I mean, I would drink it if I was dying of thirst. Of course, I think a lot of people would. There's like a spider web, so there are spiders in here. You could just walk through the tunnel. All right. Well, we made it out to the other side. Here's something. How far back does that go? Oh. Whoa. Hello? Look how far back. This is inside a smaller tunnel. I'm not crawling back in there. I'm just showing you guys. If I crawled back in there, I would literally have to crawl backwards just to get out because it is so small, but there is enough room to crawl back in there. But there's probably not no spot to turn around. I mean, I guess maybe I would be able to turn around, but it's just soaking wet and I don't feel like getting wet, so I'm not gonna crawl back in there. But maybe if it was dry, I would risk it, but not today. But it just goes all the way back in there. Wow! Oh, my knees. Oh. All right. There's a more graffiti and people put up on there. Basketball court's right down there. The trail does go down that way, but I'm not gonna go down there. It looks like it just makes a loop around the basketball courts right down there. And I think that's gonna do it, guys. I showed the entire park, everything that there is to show, and that's about it. Walked around the entire park for the most part. So that's gonna do it for another vlog video. And with that, as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Don't know if my camera will be able to pick it up, but there's a rainbow right there. You can kind of see it right there. You see the colors? Look, it goes all the way over there. You can't really see it too well that way. I think it's fading away, but you can definitely see it right there. Nice rainbow. Anytime you get the rainbows, you gotta give it a shot. I wonder if there's a pot of gold on the other side. Maybe I should go for a look and investigate. Nice rainbow. It's fading over here on this side. Can't see it anymore. It is fading away. So you can see it right there, especially if I zoom in. You can see the tail end of it. I caught it on camera before it went away. Yes, score! And it's slowly vanishing. Right there.